So you think you in love with me, but I'm not the girl of your dreams. Cause I've been rocking and dodging the beat of love. Baby, I'm not the one for you. I'm not letting you on cause you know my truth. But I know just what to do for you. Cause when that Jones come down, eh, na 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 na, hey, ooh, na 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 na. When that Jones come down, ain't nothing you can do about it. Hey, ooh, na 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 na.
Good evening. Good evening. Welcome back to My Sister Circle. We are excited that you guys have joined us today. What I want you guys to do real quick, because listen, this is going to be a different one today. So we need you guys to like, invite, share, tag people in. We need you to do that real quick because we usually start off with a commercial. If you guys notice that that's what we've been doing so that you guys can go ahead and tag people in. So we need you guys to do that first. I am so excited that it is Thursday.
Yay.
I'm so excited that I go on vacation in a few hours.
I know you
Thank
are.
you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
You look beautiful.
Thank you,
As
Cynthia.
always.
Thank you.
How was your week?
It has been a very busy week.
Okay, why? Work? Just work?
Work, and I feel like I've been getting phone calls for makeup nonstop this week.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, I've had 2 early appointments today, and then regular work,
And then have to go back to, and then have to go to work.
yeah, and then the girl is tired.
Okay.
Making that money.
I
So it's cool.
listen.
Yeah.
So you have when you do you have an online site where they schedule online, or they
I
just give you
don't,
calls?
and I feel like I need to do
It's
that
probably
because
about time.
it's about time.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I get a lot of phone calls and texts, and I'm thankful. Thank you, Jesus.
Yes.
But it's been a busy week.
So I've been kind of busy this week too, but I am glad that it's Thursday. Just getting ready for vacation.
Yeah.
My children aren't going, so it's just a husband and wife trip.
Romantic.
So you got to kind of get the house prepared for teenagers to be home.
Yeah.
They're staying home. Yep. Pause. I know.
Everybody, deep breath for sis.
Yes, I know.
Okay,
So they are
okay.
staying home, but they will be with their older brother, who, guys, my son is 21 years old, so they won't be home totally alone.
No, and like I said, Auntie O lives 10 minutes away. Hey, y'all.
And Auntie O, my dad, my
Mm-hmm.
sister, my sister-in-law, everybody's going to be coming in, checking on these kids. I'm just kidding, y'all. Look,
No, you got good babies. You don't have to worry about
They are
anything.
definitely
Yeah.
good. So I am excited to be here today. So guys, one more time, I need you guys to tag, share, invite, bring people in. We are going to have an incredible show. This show will not last long today. Listen, we're going to get through this show because we just have a few things to go over with you about what's our topic today?
Goal setting preparation.
Goal setting preparation. So we will not be before you long like a sermon, like a real quick sermon. Okay, we just gonna give you some points, and we gonna get up out of here so I can catch my flight in a few hours. Okay, but we did not want to miss a chance to be with you guys today because you are always so loyal and so incredible. So we wanted to make sure that we definitely showed our face here today. Am I disappearing? Let's see.
No. Or
Yep,
just a little
just
patch.
My green. So, you
green
can't
patch
tell.
is
It
like
looks
black.
like it's like black. Okay.
That's cool.
I can work with that. All right. So, let's go ahead and get into this show. Can we take a quick commercial break just so we can invite people on? Because it looks a little shy today.
I'm tagging.
Please. Thank you.
You deserve to thrive in every way. When you feel your best physically, mentally, and emotionally, you can tackle life's challenges and explore more opportunities. Don't let fatigue, GI discomfort, unpleasant mood swings, and excess weight slow you down. The key to feeling healthy, happy, and confident each day lies inside your mighty microbiome. Science has revealed a powerful link between beneficial microbes in your GI tract and improved health. Gut flora impacts your digestive system, metabolism, sleep quality, mood, and even your weight. Your gut is also where 70% of immune cells live and where 90% of your serotonin is created. Evidence suggests that beneficial microbes support the body's immune response. gut bacteria can even send signals to the brain through what's known as the gut-brain axis. These communications play a key role in helping you experience an improved mood and reduced feelings of stress. Simply put, a healthy gut means a healthy you. It's all about striking the right balance. Food, lifestyle choices, and the environment can throw this balance off, but there's something that can help. Plexus Triplex is the supercharged boost your gut needs to reduce unwanted microbes and increase beneficial microbes for a balance that works in your favor. With this comprehensive system, you'll support your gut in 3 ways. Just like a garden, when you weed, seed, and feed your gut, better health blossoms from within. BioCleanse helps to weed the gut by reducing unwanted microbes and supporting your body's natural cleansing processes. ProBio 5 helps weed out unwanted intestinal yeast and seeds your gut with healthy probiotics. And Slim Microbiome Activating feeds these probiotics the prebiotics they need to thrive. Slim also helps support healthy glucose metabolism and offers targeted weight loss support with Slim Hunger Control. Shift the balance back in your favor and thrive. With scientifically backed ingredients and countless benefits, Triplex is the smartest choice you can make for your gut, your health, and to thrive. Health and happiness. It's a gut feeling.
Welcome back, guys. Thank you guys for joining us. We are so excited to be here with you guys today. Our topic today is...
preparing and executing goals.
I don't know why I keep forgetting what the topic is. I don't know.
It's okay.
Today we are going to do 2 things first. We're going to do our Sister of the Week, and then we are going to do one more special thing that I just have to do. I just have to do it today. So the first thing we're going to do. Okay, you want to do the other thing first? Okay. So we're going to just keep talking then.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So, sis, I was actually having a conversation with my mom about the topic and just about the goals, preparing for the goals. So it's exciting to me because, we are at the halfway mark.
Yeah.
So here we are in June and we have a whole nother 6 months to execute some goals.
Yes.
So as I was thinking about executing some goals just for myself, I had to go back and think, did I execute every goal that was on my checklist at the beginning of the year? And the answer is yes. I couldn't believe it.
Well done.
Because I actually was supposed to go back and to make sure that I checked off everything that I set out to do. And some stuff was actually added to my goals list. It wasn't I wasn't planning on doing these things, but they were added to the list.
Okay.
And those are being executed as we speak.
Yeah.
So it's exciting to know that your goals have been executed. You plan something, you plan it, you write it down, and then it's executed, and that's always exciting. So I was thinking like, okay, so we got another 6 months to either complete the goals that I had set out at the beginning of the year, or we can set another set of goals.
Yeah.
So do you have some goals that you already executed?
I did. I executed the ones that I wanted to by this time. I actually did a couple of them early. So I executed them earlier in the year. And then I am starting a small but big list of things I want to accomplish within the next 6 months.
Your list is going to be...
It's going to be a little heavy,
It's
but we're ready for
I love
it. Yeah, I told you
I love
what it is.
I love everything.
But I think like my favorite thing to do now is like I love sharing it like with the people that I know won't see anything about it. And then when it's done being like, yeah,
I know.
That is my favorite thing. I love working quietly.
Yes.
Because you can get it done if you work quietly.
And there's no extra warfare.
Yes.
On the spiritual level, there's no extra warfare when you keep it silent, because sometimes the instructions is not for everybody.
No.
It's not for everybody to know. Sometimes it's not meant for the same people that you have in your life to pray you through that situation, that goal that you set.
Yeah.
Some things is just honestly you have to push through it with only the instructions that God gave you.
Yes.
And I am learning that more and more every day from something that I'm working on now. You know, the instructions was it can't be released to anyone.
Yeah.
And so, you know, you kind of think about it like, well, you know, sometimes, and I had this conversation with you.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes it's a little heavy, you know, and I just want to share it with the people, and it's like, but I don't want to be disobedient.
No.
But you are absolutely right. You can get it done faster that way because the distractions are at a zero level.
Yeah.
Okay. And like I said, the warfare is down. It's kept at a minimal because you didn't share it with everybody. Because sometimes, and that's not to say that people that you love always, or that you share it with, are always going to talk bad about it or bring the warfare. But it could just be something that's attached to them that brings warfare to attack what you're doing.
And sometimes people don't understand what your assignment is or the goal that you've set for yourself. So sometimes it's just best to, like, what I'm working on now. I would love,
I know. Wouldn't you love to just share with other people?
Scream like, let me tell you what I'm doing. But I know who I can tell it to, and I know who I can't. And it's not because I don't want to.
It's not about trust.
It's not about trust.
It's not.
It's just about be quiet and do it. And then when it's done, or when it starts rolling out, then that'll be good enough. So we just gotta be patient and let it bake.
I am really excited about both of our next the goals that are on our list to execute.
Yeah.
I know we both are going to execute them very well, and
You have to keep
and
me on
they're-
track, 'cause
they're
I
going to
get-
be done in excellence for sure.
Yeah.
Even with some tears, we may be on the struggle bus a couple times, but they'll definitely be done in excellence. And it's just about the balance of that part of it.
Yeah.
You know, balancing it out, making sure. And the project that I'm working on, I have so many deadlines, and I don't like deadlines.
But you are smashing them.
I don't like deadlines. Let me tell you
Yeah.
why I don't like deadlines. Because I feel that it controls me.
Absolutely.
And I'm just like, I don't
And
like
it
to
makes
be
you
controlled.
stay
I
in target.
do, and I just be like, listen, okay. And so
gotta do
I'll
it.
sit. I'm doing it, but it is something that you really got to be focused and zero distractions. So,
Yeah.
can we go to our sister of the week? Are we ready? All right, cool.
Sister of the week. Hi, everybody that's tuning in.
So, our sister of the week. Hey, our volume is low. Can you turn our volume up? Somebody just texted me and said our volume low. Thank you. Okay, so sorry guys. Our sister of the week is none other than the beautiful, radiant, amazing Elvita G. Listen, it was my sister of the week.
Yeah.
I forgot. It was my sister of the week. And let me tell you guys, once I got off the phone with O, realizing that, hey, it's my sister of the week time, I went straight to her text message. I kid you not. I didn't go to Facebook to scroll to see who I need to pick. It was like, boom, I opened my text. I hung up with you, and I opened my text message up, and I texted her.
And there she was.
And there she was, the beautiful Elvita G. This sister of mine, and I'm sister.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me give you a quick backstory.
Okay.
So Elvita, she is the 2owner of SIS, or I think it stands for SIS, and it's called Standing in Success. She is actually a business owner with three. It's 4 of them. So it's 3 other amazing, three amazing, just amazing women. Okay, I'm talking about they're prestigious business owners because what they have done with this business, they have taken parts of what their passions was and what they wanted to do, and they have taken it and they have put it all into one. So all of them brought a business into this business.
Yes.
Standing in Success, right? They all brought it into the business. So they have rentals, movie screens, popcorn, all of that, the inflatable couches, things like that. They have all of that. They bring it straight to you. You can rent it out. But that's not it. Hair, accessories, all kind of stuff. Okay? Just
Miss Elvita, come on with it.
Also, Vita does things like community work. She does. She used to have a business, a nonprofit organization where she went out into the community doing a lot of community work. So Vita is really, really, really dope.
And she's watching.
She is so dope.
Awesome.
So I am excited that you were Sister of the Week. But a quick backstory on our friendship, on our sistership. Vita has been in my life since I was about 14 years old.
Okay.
She's a little older than me, but not that much older. So she's been in my life, but she's always been like the older sister.
Yeah.
Okay. And when I say she has taken care of me from that age to now, I mean, like everything, very protective. She was there through everything. Anytime I needed her, she was there. Just always that protective, loving, and I'm talking about deep love, not just no surface love of a friendship, like deep, deep love. And she's always made sure that she has put our friendship in this box. And it's always been a loyalty box, okay? Always, always, always. She's never taken me out of that box, no matter if we lost touch or anything like that. But we'll lose touch and then, like, maybe we'll find each other, you know, type thing. And when I say this, she is super amazing.
I believe it.
I mean, I'm so proud of her. So I asked her some questions about the topic.
Okay.
And I was asking her, did she want to come in on the show and give her, because she graduated from nursing school. She's now a nurse.
Awesome.
Okay. She's been working in the medical field, but she's actually a nurse now. Graduated with honors, just amazing. Now she's doing that. She does contracting nursing, so she goes all over and do nursing.
Busy woman, yeah.
Busy. Okay, and she's about her. She about her dollars too.
I like it.
Okay, busy. She has 3 amazing children. She has 2 boys and a girl.
Oh my gosh.
She is, I mean, her family is freaking incredible. Her significant other, he's incredible. They're just a really, really dope family.
Okay.
And he has a business, and I know I'm not shining light on him right now. I'm sorry. you know I love Jado. So listen, but this is it. They just bought a house. Okay.
Do it.
Now listen, I'm gonna tell y'all
Now
this
you
real
guys
quick.
know I love that kind of.
This is why I gotta shine some light on this, because they bought a house. But I remember last year she came to one of our young execs meetings. She brought my niece, and she brought someone else, I think my niece friend, with her to the young execs meeting. And she sat in the class was on credit at the time. And savings, I believe. She sat in the class as a student with the kids, with the young execs. Sat in the class. We had someone come in, or we had someone on Zoom actually give the presentation on credit and savings and things like that. When I say she was in there learning, she was a student. And one of the things that she said, one of her goals, she wanted to buy a house. They wanted to buy a house.
I'm going to cry. Where's the tissue?
This was last summer. Kid you not.
What?
They have the keys to their home that they bought.
Now, see, that's what I'm talking.
See,
you cannot tell me that women are not, like, I'm not biased. I love men too, but women, we do it on a different type of, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
It's just a different level, and I love that.
And I'm proud of her success. I'm proud of everything she stands for. I'm proud of the energy that she puts into everything that she touches. I asked her, and she said, well, I can tell you that I fasted and I prayed for 10 days straight.
Come on.
She said, I pay my tithes. I wrote down everything I wanted to do, and I literally happened to stand by it, and I stepped out on faith. She said, I told myself, what can I lose if I don't try? But I didn't have to worry because I didn't lose. Okay.
Oh, I feel a little warm now.
Now, I definitely think she should have came on here and said that for herself. But
that little bit gonna make me break out into a little shabbat real quick.
And so I am super proud of you. So congratulations on being our Sister of the Week. You definitely earned that spot.
Yes.
And I'm talking about earned. And all of our Sisters of the Week have been amazing, but to earn the spot of Sister of the Week. See, that was, God had me go to your text messages when I got off the phone with her, because you have earned that spot.
Talk about
that's dope.
Praying and asking for something and claiming it.
Like
not even in a year?
Not even a year. It has not been.
That's amazing.
I'm going to ask her so she can give us clarity. Has it been a full year since you went to the class said what you wanted, said what you were working on, wrote your goals down. Have it been a year since you stepped out on faith?
She said, I worked so hard. I know you did, sis.
I'm talking about her money. Oh, that girl is about her dollars, and she gonna pay them tithes. Okay, she talk about it on social media.
Yeah.
She talk about it, like pay her tithes on social media. So, everybody doesn't agree with paying tithes, but for those who do agree with paying tithes, you actually see the fruits,
yes,
okay, of paying your tithes.
Yeah, I literally just had this conversation with someone last night, and I told them, I said, if you want things from the Lord, you cannot afford to divert from what it is that he needs from you.
That's right.
And that includes dedication.
That's right. Commitment,
trust, and faith that he'll do it.
Consistency.
Yes, a year
and
like
2 months. So congratulations, because I'm just super proud of everything that you're doing right now. I'm super excited for your family. So I love you and congratulations.
I feel so inspired by that. That makes me wanna
see.
Oh, thank you.
I'm telling you. And
I love that.
And I just remember, and we're gonna move on, because I remember her sitting in the class, and we had Coach Rashonda on. She was she was the financial coach that we had. And when I say she was asking the questions, she was with a pen and paper.
Getting that thing
She
down.
didn't even come with a pen and paper. She asked for one.
Yeah.
She getting that information down.
I love it.
Okay? And that girl bought a house.
She said, I lost everything and everybody. Please don't make me cry. Oh, my God. See, I knew I didn't wear eyeliner for a reason.
See, I'm telling you. So when I say she earned the spot, that was God saying you earned that spot. It was your time to be Sister of the Week. So...
And I hope God keeps blessing you, and it's so much that you can't even handle all of it. I feel inspired.
She is faithful. She is faithful, and because she's faithful to him, he's faithful to her.
Okay, we're gonna have to talk about something else, because I feel myself getting warm.
All right, so we're gonna move on real quick. All right, so guys, if you're friends with me on Facebook, then you know, guys, today is my honey's birthday, and of course, I could not have a show that I own and not shout him out and not make sure that he was honored on his special day. Of course, I couldn't do that. I couldn't do that.
Can't do it.
So I made sure that I called Charlie up, or I sent Charlie a message, and I said, hey, I need to honor my husband.
Aww.
It is, you guys know he's like, okay, he's my silent partner. He's my silent partner. So I'm going to always make sure that he is honored. So, honey, I know that you are watching on YouTube. So I just want to make sure that you know that we appreciate you. I am honored to be your wife, and I want you to enjoy this birthday. You're a little old now, but I know that you still gonna party like a rock star when we get on this vacation. As soon as we leave in a few hours, I know that you're gonna party. So I just want you to enjoy your birthday. I love you so much, guys. My husband is going to work tonight still on his birthday, right? Few hours before we go on vacation.
James, you are all right with me. I told your wife, I said, that's a man.
He's going. He said, even if it's for a couple hours, I'm still going.
My hat's off to you, sir.
Happy birthday, honey. And I just wanted to do just a little something for you. Go ahead, Charlie.
Happy birthday.
You're so handsome.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
I want to say that I sung that, but it's not me.
Oh.
All right, so welcome back, guys. So we're gonna go ahead and jump into this topic, and because this we out of here quick today, y'all. So we're just gonna give y'all a little pointers, and we're gonna move on. Go ahead.
So I think we will start with how you set goals, the proper way to start them, and how you go about executing them. So Charlie, if we could put that on the screen, the 7 steps to setting goals. And if you can't find it, I have it. So I got it. So how to set goals in 7 steps. I'm going to read it to you all. The first one, think about the results you want to see before you set a goal. Take a closer look at what you're trying to achieve and ask yourself the following questions. 2, create SMART goals. 3, write your goals down, which is imperative, I think, if you want to see it. You got to see it to make sure you follow through.
And that's biblical. You know,
Write the vision, make it plain. 4, create an action plan. 5, create a timeline. I think that's super important, because if you write the goals down and you think about them and you manifest them, but you don't give yourself a timeline, you'll be manifesting and thinking about that goal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years.
Absolutely. And you got to have realistic time with
Yes.
that. You know, you got to make sure that these are goals that you can meet. And then, like I said, I have so many deadlines that I have to, you know, so when I say I have deadlines, I give myself a certain amount of time to meet these deadlines, because a timeline is definitely imperative to meet the goal.
And it will push you to get it accomplished sooner. If you're too lax with your time, you'll never reach the finish line.
That's right.
So you got to
probably push, most of the time you actually just push the goal even away. You know,
and it'll never happen.
Yeah.
6, take action, like we just said. Don't just talk about it, be about it. There's a really cool speech by Beyonce. And I'm not like a huge Beyonce girl, but I remember her saying in the speech, like, don't talk about that action, be about it. Like, just do it. Don't keep talking about it, make it happen. And then 7, reevaluate and assess your progress.
I totally agree.
Yeah.
Yep. Everything, and those are very good steps. Broken down into 7, those are very good. Vita said writing them down is scary. Now, I will have to agree with writing them down, seeing it. It can be scary sometimes, especially depending on what that goal is.
Yeah.
Because I'll say with buying a house, writing that goal down means you have to look into your financial history. You got to see where you are in savings and what you're doing. And now writing that down means now you got to open up and say, okay, am I doing right with my money? Writing that down means saying, buying a house, saying, okay, let me write down where I want to live and the price range I want to keep. Now you got to stay in this price range because you know that this is your budget. So writing them down can be scary because it gives you so much insight and stuff that you know, uncharted territory that you probably have never even tapped into, and then it can be scary. I can see why that could be scary, because thinking about it, some of the things that I've written down. And let's make sure we talk about, you can write it down on a vision board. You can write it down as a business plan, anything like that. So I suggest, because it's always been more effective for me to write down my visions or my goals where I can see it.
Absolutely.
I can't write it in a notebook that I'm going to close and then put to the side. I have to see every goal that I'm going to be tackling for that time frame that I'm in, because if I don't see it anymore, if it's in a notebook, I know it's in that notebook. It's in the back of my mind. But if I see it, if I have a clear visual all the time of those goals, then I press. Okay, that's just me. I press to meet those goals. And when we talk about the timeline, and when we said how you got to be realistic in time, because some things are just not realistic in meeting a goal. So if I am doing something, so I almost went there. Simmer down. I almost went there. If I am doing something that I'm super excited about, and I think a lot of times when we're super excited, it kind of like, sometimes you're not realistic because you're so excited about what this is going to be, or what the end of the tunnel looks like. You're so excited that you're not realistic on getting this done. So I think that's another important thing as well.
The goals that I've written, I told you, like a couple of them that will be starting soon, they make me nervous, right? And I'm like, oh, okay.
Even though you know you can do it.
I know that I can, I know I can, but it's the writing it down and seeing it. Like when I wrote my little list, I was like, girl, you sure is crazy for writing this down. It is, but now I feel like since I wrote it down and I've already kind of like put it out in the atmosphere, now the crazy part of me is like, now you gotta accomplish it. You said it, you wrote it down, you can see it, now you gotta make it happen. So,
and I like how God deals with me. So what God will have me do is He'll have me write some things down that this is the vision.
Yeah.
Okay. This is the vision. This is what we're following, and I'll write that down, and then He will. When I say pour, it's like He has hands coming from everywhere, just pouring. It's so many things being poured into me just off of 5 things.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I love how He does that for me, because then it's like, so how we have these right here, just separate, bullet points. He'll have, next to preparing and executing goals, He'll have like 20 things right there, but it's 20 things He knows that I can execute.
absolutely.
Not that Orion can execute. He has 20 things right there that he knows Dewana's good at executing those things.
Yeah.
This is something that she'll get through. But I think that that's where we have to make sure that we keep him in the front of of those visions and things like that, so that he can, run the show.
Yeah.
Because when he runs the show, then he can give you exactly what's for you.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
very
woo.
uncomfortable.
I don't think they heard you, so I'll repeat it. Sometimes it's very uncomfortable. I think Vita said that. I think she said
You have to do things you're not ready to face.
You do.
Yeah.
You do.
I remember last year, I made a vision board, and it was like right when COVID and all that stuff happened. I was like, God, I'm not going to be able to accomplish these things. So I think that's another part of it. Like, sometimes there are little obstacles that you can overcome, and then there are just some things that you have no way of getting around. You just kind of got to go through it. And I think with a lot of people, they had serious goals set for this year and they weren't able to obtain them. But we have 6 months to start them. And you'll be surprised how much you can accomplish in 6 months. All you have to do is make the first step. But on my vision board, everything that I set to do, like little personal stuff, things I wanted to do for myself, I've done them all. With the exception of 2, but they're coming.
Good.
So I'm like, okay, so it's like, don't let anything stop you. Just keep going, and you can make it happen.
And
okay, so one, I will say, one I absolutely unequivocally cannot mention. But one of them is obtaining my master's degree.
come on, okay.
So, sweating. But yeah, I was thinking about it and I was like, does my name on a degree really matter? And I'm like, you know what? Yeah, it does. I love education. I'm a big nerd. You know what I mean? I really love that. And because of some obstacles earlier in life, my dad passing away, all of my educational stuff got pushed back, and then I got married and had kids. So I was like, do I want that for myself? Yeah, I do want it. I don't think it changes who I am, and a piece of paper with my name on it saying master's degree does not mean anything, but it's something that I want for Orion. It's something that I want to do for myself.
And again, like you want it for you, because
Yeah.
it's not for everybody, but that's what you want for
Absolutely.
you. And that's what you're good at, And those things like that, when God gives us those things that we are really, really good at,
Yeah.
that's something that He, like I said, that He knows that we can execute. Yeah, girl, definitely go
And
for
do it. You know what I mean? A
Definitely.
lot of your goals and stuff, they're really about you. It's not about anybody else. Like you said, do it for yourself.
That's right.
If you don't do it for anybody else, do it for yourself. So at the end of the day, end of whatever, you can say, I took this risk, I did it for me, and I accomplished this goal.
That's right.
Yeah. It's always for you.
Yeah. So we got a comment that said, "What scares me is when my father said, are you capable of being the person who is worthy of what you're going for or who you are inside?" Oh, that's a heavy one.
That's
too.
very heavy.
That is very heavy. So I'm a big goal setter. I didn't used to be when I was younger. I don't remember that part of my life. Like I remember saying I want to do something.
Yeah.
But actually setting the goals and executing them and actually following some steps and some guidelines of actually going forward with those goals, that didn't come till later on.
Yeah.
Definitely later on. I'm talking about later.
Yeah.
Later on in life. So we have a few other things that we want you guys to jot down if you want to. Preparing and executing goals. So we kind of just already talked about that. Set attainable goals and make sure you achieve the goals. So we kind of already went over that. Writing the vision. I always say break the goals up in a timely manner and stick to those deadlines. Setting those time-bound goals. Like when you have certain goals, some of them goals are going to be really big. That vision could be really, really big. So I think breaking it up and making sure. So if you have a deadline or a time, and if you're a person that, follows God's lead.
Yeah.
And God says, okay, this is what I want done. If God doesn't give you a time frame on it, because sometimes He doesn't. But if He does give you a time frame on it, I suggest breaking those things up. And here's why. Because it is easier for me to get it done if I break it up into portions that I can handle in that moment, in that season that I'm in.
Yeah.
So it is easier for me to do it that way. I have had some goals that I tried to reach very fast, and it was heavy. The goal got reached, but it was warfare and stress that didn't have to be because of how I went about it. So I think that those are some other things. We have some more.
Couple more. Oh, revisit them periodically to ensure you're still on course to revamp them. I think it's important to just be like, check in with yourself, a self-check. Like, am I still on target to meet this goal? Am I still doing the things and taking the necessary steps that I need to do to make sure that I achieve it? Because day-to-day life, especially
like you said, COVID, when COVID happened,
it'll just be like, okay, well, I'm going to work, I'm taking care of my kids, or this or that, and sometimes you'll forget about those little interpersonal things that you set for yourself. So always check back in and make sure that you are executing it, that you're staying on top of it, because time will fly by. I mean, look at it now. It's June. June is almost over, which is crazy to me. And then before you know it, it'll be like time to put up the Christmas tree again.
That's right.
Make sure you stay on top of your goals and accomplish them.
I mean, and like you said, if you may have to, when you revisit and may have to revamp it, that's not saying that you'll have to change what the goal is. So say if I wanted to buy a car, if I wanted to buy a car and my goal was to save this amount of money, but then something happened where I needed to use a portion of that money, some emergency happened, you don't not buy your car, you just have to now revamp that vision, that goal, whatever that goal was that you set out. So if you wanted to spend $15,000 on a car and you had to take $5,000, so now you just revamp it and say, okay, do I spend $10,000 now on the car, or do now I revamp the time and say, okay, this is now I need another 4 months to get the other $5,000 that I had to tap into. So I think it's important to not give up on the goal. But just revamp it. You may have to just, jot some things down, plan a different way. So I think that definitely important. Definitely. And that actually, this was one that came from my coach, my financial coach. That came from her. Okay. She sent me a message. She said, make sure you talk about this because it is important. So.
Then also ensure you're not working on so many that we lose sight of what the real goal is. So,
That's heavy.
That is very heavy. Don't forget your reason why you're doing it. Your
purpose of the goal.
Purpose, because you will lose sight and get wrapped up in so many other things that you got to pull yourself back and be like, okay, what is my reasoning for doing this? And even when you get discouraged, I think it's important to remember why you set the goal for yourself.
Absolutely.
And why you want to obtain it.
Absolutely.
And what is the long-term effect going to be once that goal is achieved.
Absolutely. And just like the beginning of this one says, make sure you're not working on too many at the same time. So working on a whole lot of goals at the same time can actually set you back.
Yes.
Whatever the working on a bunch of them at the same time doesn't mean that everything isn't important. It just means that some things you have to prioritize your goals.
Absolutely.
And what comes first, they have to be prioritized, and that is so huge that I even tell my children prioritizing their goals with school.
Absolutely.
Because you can get so caught up because it's so many things that they're doing in school that you can't. If you have too many things, you're definitely going to miss the target in one or two of them because you can't tackle them all. Now you got to have some type of balance there. So I definitely tell them all the time, listen, you cannot be tackling all these things at once. That's not to say that you can't do them all.
No, you can get them done, but that also leads me to a thought. I wish and I hope I don't offend anybody when I say this, I wish as a society and just as a people, we stuck our nose to the ground and stopped announcing what the goal was. I think there is so much.
That's good.
So much reward. We'll
good.
say that.
That's
if
true.
you just learn to work in silence. I learned that a long time ago. My grandmother used to tell me that all the time. She would tell me, Orion, focus on being quiet. Practice being quiet.
That's good.
You do not have to tell everybody what you're doing.
That's good.
Sometimes you need a little bit of a push. You know what I mean? But you got to know who can push you, and you got to know who you can share your vision with, because people will distract you and be like, oh, well, that's really, you've got this and you've got that, and you'll never be able to do that. It'll take you years. You know what I mean? I told someone that, like, hey, I'm going to go back to school to get my master's, and the person told me, you've got 3 kids. How are you going to do it? I said, because I'm going to do it.
That's right.
That's how.
And I'm going to execute it.
And it'll be done. Yeah. If it takes me until I'm 60, I'm going to do it. Lord knows I don't want to go that long. But I mean, it's going to get done. So learn how to, I feel like I've learned personally, and I think you have too. Consult God.
For sure.
Consult God, consult your spouse. If you want to share it with your kids, that's cool too. But learn how to work in silence and execute that thing quietly. And then celebrate when it's done.
I've definitely had to learn that. And that's why you'll hear say, Nu'Wana will just come out with something and be like, this is what I'm doing now, because I had to learn that.
Got it, yeah.
Mine wasn't so much about people celebrating me in the moment of, that vision coming to my mind or anything. Mine was more so of, oh my goodness, I'm so excited, do I keep this to myself type thing.
Yeah.
But I had to for real learn that, I had to learn that it's a lot that comes with you announcing things prematurely.
Absolutely.
Okay? It's so many things and people they're waiting to attack. And the moment you release it from your mouth, they are waiting to attack that thing so that you don't do it.
Yeah. Okay? I'm sorry, but look at this though. Exactly what you just said. I learned not to tell people because they unintentionally put their fears on you.
That's true.
If that is not the truth,
they do. They
that's the truth. People will scare you out of your own vision because they're scared.
Yep. And and just like she said, unintentionally do it because they don't even realize that this is something that they deal with, a fear that they deal with on executing some goals or executing things for themselves. So I've learned that premature things will cause warfare. Yep. It'll cause people to just it's bad business. Okay, so I've had to learn that the hard way. I've also had to learn that, honestly, you talking about reward and celebrate it and things like that. I've also had to see firsthand the reward in being silent.
Yes.
The reward and the celebration in being silent. It's different from when it's a total different feeling of you telling people everything and every step and everything, all the goals and all the visions that you got going on, because guess what? They only celebrate you for that quick second.
Hot
quick second. And a lot of them, they so envious of just that part of it. If you say it, they speak so much jealousy on that one thing that it destroys that thing.
And people pray.
Say it again.
Unrealistic,
Absolutely.
And because of their jealousy, they're hoping that you don't. But you know who, quick little sidebar. one person that comes to mind, that you come to mind when I think about working in silence, and my little sister Carly.
Yeah, I don't ever hear until
Carly
will graduate a whole nursing school, and you ain't her. You didn't
She
even know
really
she was in there.
did. Like,
no
you know what I mean?
pictures, you wouldn't see no scrubs, nothing.
You won't hear anything. Carly's back in school now to get her PhD.
See?
And I probably shouldn't say that. I'm sorry, little baby sister.
Look at
But
you.
I'm so proud of her because she will pop up at my mom's house at family dinner and be like, yeah, so I'm going to go get my PhD now. We'd be like, what? What are you going to do?
That's so dope.
Or the girl did maybe a couple months ago, popped up with a brand new car. Didn't say a word.
That's
She
so
was like,
dope.
well, I've been working and, I saved the money and I got a new car. Like it's nothing. And I think that type of energy is delicious. I love the just pop up and do it type stuff.
Listen.
Honey, it's good.
And the feeling is, like I said, the
Yes.
feeling is totally different. If you've never tried it, anybody that's watching,
I'm telling you.
try that part.
It's a whole different vibe.
It's a whole different vibe.
Because you didn't have any cheerleaders.
You did not.
You didn't do it because, this person's rooting for me, so I got to make sure that I show up for them. No, you show up for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You're your own cheerleader. You know what I mean? You didn't need a cheering section. You just grinded it out and you did it for yourself. There's no better applause than that.
It's not.
Yeah.
I listen. It's not. It's no better. And I remember just doing when it was the when I was doing one of the something that I came out with, and I remember when I said, okay, this is the business that I'm gonna start.
Yeah.
Didn't tell anybody, and or we can just use Coach D.
Yeah.
We can just use that. It was.
Look, I didn't even know, and I talked to you on a regular, and I was like, what?
I didn't. My husband didn't know. No. And it was something that I did seriously.
Yeah.
In silence. And I had a couple people ask me recently, why you not doing nothing with your coaching thing? I said, I am. Mm-hmm. What you mean? I haven't seen you advertise. I don't have to.
Because the proof is in the pudding.
I don't have to.
You don't got to say nothing.
Some things aren't given to me, or God doesn't say go do this thing for the world. He doesn't tell me to go do it so that I can make sure that the world see me doing it. So no. Yes, if you must know, I do have clients.
Yeah.
I mean, I work with people all the time. But guess what? I don't have to advertise because I didn't become a coach so that I can it wasn't one of those things that it was like, oh, let me start a new career. Let me get rich off being a coach. No, it wasn't like that.
Yeah.
So what God told me to do is what I'm doing.
So many people, though, they announce it. And again, I'm not trying to be offensive because that's not my intention. I think people announce their goals and what they're doing and the finished product because they need that
validation.
You don't need anybody to validate you. You did all the work.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? You did all the work. You put in the hours, sweat, blood, and tears, and all that other stuff, and sleepless nights. What do you need to tell anybody for?
Yep.
You know what I mean? When you're out making your money, doing your business, or doing whatever it is you do, they're not going to be there to collect the money for you.
That's
So what do
right.
they need to know for?
That's right.
And they're one of my favorite quotes that I see all the time, and it just reminds me to just shut up, Ori. Just because you don't hear about it doesn't mean it's not happening.
That's right.
Just do it.
That's right.
We live in a society where you have to announce everything, where you're going, what you're doing. You'll know what I'm doing when I get there. You'll know who I'm with when you see them. Just do it.
And that brings me to what you just said. You or Charlie, one of you guys just asked me, where are you going, if you don't mind me asking?
Me, yeah.
That was you?
Yeah.
And she asked that just like that because a lot of times I'm just going.
Yeah.
A lot of times we don't even say, we don't even know. And we see each other every week, and it's just like, I don't have to.
No.
But this didn't come from this wasn't me always.
Yeah.
This was just me actually going through some fire and learning, just seeing unnecessary drama or warfare or just unnecessary talk.
Yeah.
That comes with just talking. Okay?
With no action.
It's just it's just for me it's like that part of me is I'm 37 years old. That part of me is over.
Girl,
I don't want to be bothered with no thanks.
No.
That's just not for me.
Like you got to do it for social media. I'm like, for what?
Yeah.
Especially if you're again, I'm not trying to be offensive, but especially if you're older, I'm like, what are we doing that for? For who?
So these two comments. Okay, so I share a lot and still hold back from putting certain things on social media because people will hate on you for progress.
Well,
that is true. When I can't post certain things, I share with certain family members. I do that to let them know, hey, I'm doing okay. Those type of people will encourage you and celebrate your little goals. We don't have to put little, just your goals. It's not always the big ones that matter, but process too. I totally agree.
Yeah.
And a lot of times, like something that I'm working on now, when I was told that I couldn't say anything to anybody, I said,
Yep.
not because I want to, but because how heavy this is.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, well, fine, all right. I'm not gonna say nothing. And then when I get to working, actually physically working on the project, on the business, it's like when some days the crying is so heavy. It's like, Lord, please just send me somebody I can, please, Lord. And it's one of those, and it's like it's a man, y'all. One of the things that I'm just gonna do is I'm going to be obedient no matter how much I want to rip my eyes out.
Yeah.
Okay? Because I wasn't always an obedient person and I didn't live my life on every bit of obedience.
Yeah.
Because I do now, and because how I've seen how my obedience have saved people's life that's connected to me, or have done things that I just wasn't expecting to happen, or because of my obedience. And when you hear God say it was because of your obedience that such and such that was connected to such and such didn't happen.
Yeah.
When things like I just can't. I
Can't risk it.
I can't risk it. It's too much at stake to risk something that's to me or to others so little bit, so small, but it affects 20,000 people that's connected to me.
Yep.
Ain't that crazy?
Gotta practice obedience.
So when God say, no, walk in silence on this, and this.
And sometimes I think your silence is attached to how big your win is.
Ooh,
you know
wait
what
a
I
minute.
mean?
Your silence. Hold on. She just preached the whole sermon.
Hey.
Pass the collection plate, guys. Cash App,
let me send you my
Orion.
Cash App, honey.
Your silence.
Your silence is predicated on how big your win is.
Come on.
You know, just I'm just
come
saying.
on.
We just gotta just gotta practice. You know what I'm saying? All of us, sisters, brothers, if you're watching out there, just practice a little bit of silence in your winning season. God's going to show people you won.
That's right.
You know what I mean? You don't got to toot your own horn, honey.
That's right.
That horn going to blow anyway.
Y'all see the collection plate up there?
Yeah.
Y'all see the collection plate up there? If you feel led to send an offering, just
honey,
do
and that was free. Not even a minister. It was free for you today.
All right. So real quick, we're going to go over. You sending in your seed.
Okay. Sow your seed. Amen.
So you want to go over the things real quick? Somebody.
Yes. So let's see. We've got a couple comments. Oh. How did you push through the doubt in the beginning? How do I push through? I think it's being silent and then just praying. Because this is how. God is never, ever. And I know that, we don't like... I hate to say
going.
God,
no,
you know what I mean? But this is just the life we live, right?
Yeah.
God is never going to download something into you that is not going to prosper. You think your ideas and what you are aspiring to is just you. It's not you. Those are things that God is giving you that is over your life that he's like, hey, Dewana, I want you to do X, Y, and Z. And you're like,
for his glory.
It's not even about you. That's how I overcome. I'm like, well, God, you wouldn't give me nothing to aspire to. There's trash.
That's right.
You would only give me things that would propel me further. So, of course, that's how I get over it. I'm like, this is something God wants for me that's been circling above the atmosphere that he now wants to deliver to me. So let me do the work so I can get it.
That's right. So what is the question? How did you overcome the doubt in the beginning? So for me, I'll start first with my first business. and because from there I didn't have, you know,
Yeah.
the doubt part. It's doubt sometimes, but not, you know, once you see the first thing that God does and it's executed and things like that. So with the photography business, I overcame the doubt by actually, because I loved it so much, because I love to see the smiles on people's face. So what? Because I love the outcome. Okay.
Yeah.
That's how, for me, that's how I overcame the doubt of actually being a professional photographer. It wasn't it was doubt of, oh my gosh, there's so many photographers out here, so many people are better, this and that, is it going to do I need to go to school for this? So
Yeah.
it was so many things that, oh my gosh, just kind of rushed me at once. But the way I overcame that is I just went out there and did it.
Yeah.
Okay. And because I loved it so much, it was like one of those things that God said, no. This was already in you, and this is something that I have. This is one of the things that you're just going to add, okay, to who you are. But it doesn't stop here. And listen, trust me, when you follow what God says, and God says, here's your goals, meet these goals, and you follow them in the order that He tells you, the
That's right.
instructions that He followed, that the blueprint. There we go. The blueprint that He lays out for you, if you follow that blueprint, it continues.
Absolutely.
He continues to give you more and more and more and more and more. It doesn't stop there. So I just encourage everybody that has some goals for the next 6 months that we are here in 2021. If you have some goals that you started in the beginning of the year, in January, and you have not executed those goals yet, or you're feeling some doubt, you're feeling some fear on on executing those goals, I encourage you to go revisit those again. See what you can do now in the season that you're in now, because sometimes we're in a season that we're going through. So this storm that we're going through, that every goal may not be for this season. So I would say go revisit the goals. Once you go revisit the goals and you can see what you can accomplish now, just move forward.
Absolutely.
See, the stagnated place that we keep ourselves in is what erases the goal.
Yeah.
And so that you don't get stagnant and the goal isn't taken from you, because God takes that stuff from us when we don't go forward, and He gives it to other people.
That's right.
Okay? And
That's
then
right.
and then we just talked about this the other day. And then somebody will be
You'll be sick about
teaching or sitting on my sister circle, and we'll just be like, oh, I thought Dewana was starting. Oh, nope. And then it'll probably be somebody that you know.
Yep. Right in your face.
Okay. Because God got to show you. Well, I tried to give it to you. Okay. And you didn't want it. You didn't move. So I just encourage everybody, whatever your goals are, whatever you have started doing, whatever you have a passion to do, go forward in doing it. Do not stop. Don't get stuck in a place. Just because you have some doubt, just because some struggles have happened, just because some mishaps have came about. Especially, Charlie tells me this all the time, for financial reasons, do not stop. Because if
Absolutely.
God gave it to you, there is finances there.
Come on.
Just keep going. Move in faith and move like in the silence. Move in that silence. So I just want to encourage y'all, listen, just keep going. Whatever those goals is for the next 6 months and kind of like 5 months, because we're about to hit July in a minute. Execute what you can in the time that you have. Don't put too much on your plate. Just execute the ones that you can in the time that you can do it in. And in this time, this 5 months.
You can do it. You'd be surprised if you buckle down. You'd be surprised what you can accomplish in a short amount of time. Things you think might take you a little longer might not take you as long.
That's right.
So do what you can and make it happen.
And especially because, just like you just said, piggyback on that, sometimes it just takes some, especially if you're a believer, sometimes it just takes repentance. I have to repent for not moving forward with the instructions that you gave in the time that you gave it. And I repent, and now I'm going to move forward, because now God gives you you repented. Oh, you ready again. Now I'm pushing you forward again. So sometimes that's all it takes is the repentance and the silence.
And
And that's it.
procrastination is a stronghold.
Ooh, yes,
You know?
it is, baby.
Don't hold yourself back by like, oh, I'm guilty. Okay, I'll be the first one to tell you I'm guilty. Oh, I'll do it. God, I'll get to it. No. Shake that off you. Shake that fear. Shake that doubt off, and go out there and get what's yours. God gave it to you for a reason. It's on your heart. You thought about it. He gave you the mind to do it, and go and accomplish it.
That's right.
Yes. That's true.
That's right.
I don't know.
Didn't ask you any of that.
No. Oh, yeah. Charlie is saying what causes doubt is when you tell people things. It puts the spirit of doubt and fear in you. So, again,
That's right.
don't say nothing.
That's right.
Write the vision, make it plain, and go attack it.
That's right. And if God tells you that you can tell certain people, then you tell who you only those people, you know, because I actually had to ask God, kid you not, I had to ask God,
Yeah.
can I tell my mom? I'm serious. Like, I had to say, Lord, I know what you said, but can I tell my mother? Because at this point where I am right now, I just need a mother's intercession right now. Okay, so that's what I had to do.
Yeah.
I had to ask God that, though, because the instructions were given. So now I got to go back and say, can I do this? Because we don't want to step off what God says that needs to, that He says is to be done. Because once you divert yourself and go against the blueprint, baby, listen, work is hard.
Yep.
So we are done. Show is
What a
over.
great show.
That was
We said it was going to be quick, and look at us, exactly an hour.
We was hoping to stay on for only 40 minutes, guys. I gotta get home and get myself together for my flight.
Yeah.
So,
But you know what I want them to do for us? I want you guys to go to think about what your goals are, right? Think about what they are. And if you are almost done accomplishing one, when you're done, go to My Sister Circle Facebook page and tell us you accomplished that goal.
ooh, that's good.
I want to hear.
That's good. So you guys heard that? Make
wanna
sure
hear
that you
that.
do that. Follow the instructions, guys. Follow the instructions.
Just finish it out. Be quiet. But when it's done, put it on that page.
And let
so
us
we can
celebrate
celebrate you.
Come on, let us celebrate you.
I like that.
Let us celebrate you. So, guys, we are going to give you the sponsorship information. You can put it up on the screen, Charlie, for me. We will actually see you guys next Thursday. Remember, there is no competition in sisterhood, and always be willing to fix your sister's crown. Before we even do that, I forgot to let me tell you guys this real quick. For those that are still on, we got some news today from Charlie.
Oh my gosh, yes, we got to tell him.
Charlie, we almost forgot.
Right.
You always whispering jokes in our ear. Okay. I love that. So, real quick, I know I said my closing out.
That's okay. We
but
got to tell him.
We got some great news from Charlie today. Charlie is going. Matter of fact, I'll let Charlie tell you guys so that I can say I want everybody to hear it correctly.
Yes, tell us, Charlie.
Okay, I think everybody can hear me. If
Can
not,
you hear? Can you guys hear Charlie? Somebody just say
Somebody
yes,
say.
please.
I believe they can. Well, we're about to find out. So we got some really, really exciting news. The One TV has partnered with a local radio station in South Africa. Of course, that's where I'm from, although that's not why it happened. And it is a very large station. Their Facebook presence is about 40-some thousand people, maybe 38,000. And they have requested our programming to play on their network. So that means, drum roll please.
Talk up just a little bit, Charlie. They said they can't hear you that
I'm
good.
sorry. So that means My Sister Circle is going to be not only a television program, but as of the next couple of weeks, My Sister Circle is now a radio program.
In South Africa.
Well, it is a local station in South Africa. It is mostly an online station because that's where they reach most of their people. And so I do know some of their stats. In fact, let's look it up. Hold on.
Oh my gosh.
I was looking at some of their stats today. And so they're a local station, but they're actually a global station. So outside of the places Oh, I was like, where'd that come from? Outside of the places we already reach, we will now be reaching Australia, which we're already in, parts of Panama. I don't know if we've ever reached Panama before.
Wow.
And South America. Now, we do reach South America, but they're probably reaching different parts of South America. It's a very popular radio station. I've been told several times it's a popular radio station. So My Sister Circle is now not just a television program, but is now a radio program.
Woo! Listen.
Awesome.
That is some exciting news that we got earlier today. And I mean, when I say God moved quick, because last week, that's something that God spoke through me, that we are leveling up, that things were getting ready to change, not only for My Sister Circle, but for the One TV network. So I am excited that things are moving. Everybody is, listen, the navigation, how God is navigating this thing is just so incredible to me.
So cool.
So I am excited that God is faithful and he keeps his promises to those.
Hey.
Listen, y'all have no idea. That gave us some chills. So South Africa, TV and radio. So listen, it does not stop there. We have some amazing things that are going to be happening this year. We got some amazing things that are going to happen for 2022. And that is just not for My Sister Circle. That is for all the hosts here at the One TV network.
Yes.
Charlie and his beautiful wife, Ade, are doing a telethon for the network. So if you guys want to give to the network, not to My Sister Circle, but if you want to give to the network as a whole, make sure that you get the information that's going to be posted on the screen and give to the network, because this network is going to be global. It's all, oh, I'm sorry. It's already global, okay? This network is going to get ready to go to some incredible places, guys. You guys are going to go be in Iceland and be like, oh my goodness, that is My Sister Circle. So listen, I want you guys to make sure that if you can, donate whatever it is to the network, okay? Whatever it is, I don't care what it is, just donate to the network so that you can help expand this amazing network, okay? And if you guys know anybody that wants to join the network that has a TV show, talk show, talk show. I said TV show, but come on, Charlie. Okay, if you have a TV show, talk show, podcast, anything like that, radio show, bring it to, if you have the vision or a goal of having a TV show, talk show, podcast, anything like that, get in contact with Charlie, which his name is Prophet Blaine. Okay. I don't want you guys to think try to look up Charlie.
Right.
Make sure that you get in touch with him, and he will get you set up. So just, guys, listen, I just want to thank you guys for being with us.
Well, she's not going to leave you that quickly, because I'm going to jump in here real quick.
Okay.
I just want to encourage all of you viewers and listeners that these two co-hosts, they can hear you. No, you do that all the time. These two co-hosts, My Sister Circle, I just felt it in my spirit. You guys know I don't often do this, but I felt it in my spirit. My Sister Circle is getting ready to go to a whole new level. I want you both to expect your show to be syndicated. This is just the beginning of that happening. So expect it to begin to happen on radio format, and I'm even seeing over the air radio. I want you to begin expecting that to happen, as well as whatever else the Lord is planning to do in it, being syndicated on other platforms, TV stations, whatever. But My Sister Circle is getting ready to go to a whole new level. So for those of you that are watching, that are listening, I want to encourage you. We always say like, tag, share, but I genuinely, before you get off of here tonight, I want you to share this with somebody. Find somebody and share this program with them, because truly I tell you, these women come in every week prepared with a plan on what the Lord has laid on their hearts to share with you. So I encourage you all. This is not just a rinky-dink podcast show. When I tell you they pay to do this, they give out of their all to do this every single week. It's not, it's not expensive, but it's not necessarily cheap either. And so I want to encourage you all to bless them, to sponsor them, to advertise with them, because this show is going to a whole new level. It's time for God to elevate his daughters to that next place in the kingdom. And Dawana, God says that you already knew this. This is confirmation to you. You haven't spoken it, but God says, I'm speaking, and God says, God is speaking this on tonight to let your viewers know what I am getting ready to do with My Sister Circle. God says, watch and see that I shall blow your mind, and what I'm getting ready to do shall surpass all man's understanding, and it shall surpass what man thought was possible for you. God says, keep standing in faith, daughter, for what I'm getting ready to do for you is going to blow your freaking mind.
Amen. Amen.
Thank you, Charlie.
So, with that being said, we are going to go ahead and close out, and we will see you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.
No matter who you are, no matter where you come from, there is a force that unites us all. Join the movement and let your lips do the talking with Aide Cosmetics, available on aidecosmetics.com.